Hey everyone, Leo with the Dreaming Tree, and today we're putting together a floral occasions card from our latest bundle. Let's take a look at what I have here in front of me. We've got our card base. I've already folded it at the score line. Got our little white piece with no design. It's going to go right here in the center. I'm going to actually fold this over like this so that when I glue this down, I have a better view of the little borders that go around, so I can hopefully make it as even as possible. So go ahead and get your glue on this little insert here. This is where you're going to be doing your stamping or journaling or whatever it is, whatever you're going to write to your recipient. You can also use this to do you can have your machine write on this piece if that's what you want to do. Okay, so just get that nice and centered. There we go. Beautiful. If you have a little brayer, you can definitely use that to get this in place for you. Nice and quick. Okay, we can close it up and work on the main design here. Now, all of these cards essentially go together the same way. This one is 4 layers, and we're going to start with the layer with the least amount of detail and work our way up until we get to the top layer, which is the white layer. So that is going to be our bottom layer, and we're going to take and glue this layer to that layer. So it's just the leaves that are cut through here. So get your glue around the perimeter. Now the little details here in the center, just try to get a little bit of glue maybe on the little veins of the leaves. Just a few little dots will do. And my glue's just really drying out really quick here, so I gotta act fast. Okay, so we're gonna use the existing little cutouts there at the bottom as our guide for placement. You wanna get that nice and centered. There we go. And press that down. And if you're off a little bit, don't worry about it. You can always compensate for it with the next layer and just bring it over to the left a little bit, and it's not going to harm anything. Okay, so next layer here, we'll get our glue around the perimeter. Okay, all of a sudden the glue's really coming out strong here. Okay, I'm going to push a little bit of glue out of the tip of my nozzle here and just hit this with a few tiny little dots of glue. And before I put it down, I'm going to take my finger and just kind of thin that out and dab it so that it doesn't come bleeding through when I put this layer in place. Again, using the little stamen part of the flower as my visual guide for placement. And obviously, you want to make sure that it's also aligned correctly on the top and the sides. There we have it, just like that. And we'll press that down into place. And that just leaves our white top layer. We'll flip that over and get our glue on the little cap here. And then just kind of hit these little details with a tiny bit of glue. Don't want to overdo it. Don't want it spilling out. And then for the little vines here, or veins I should say, on the leaves, just a few little dots. And then that way you can take and just kind of dab that with your finger so it doesn't come spilling out if it's too much. Okay, so again, I'm going to use these little stamen as my guide, and then also visually looking at the left and the right side, top and bottom, making sure that I don't see any of the previous layer coming through. And this is beautiful. Very simple and quick. Okay, nice dimension. And if for some reason you have a layer, which I do, that maybe you didn't get enough glue on, or it started to set and it's kind of peeling off, throw a little bit of glue on a scrap piece of paper and just paint it right into that area that needs a little extra love and press that down. Okay, there you have it. Now we do have this little element that is also going on the front of the card, and I'm going to take and apply glue to the white layer and that's going to get glued onto the gold layer here, like so. Get that nice and centered so that you have a little bit of gold creating a nice border around the white. There we go. Now I'm gluing that down to foil, so I'm going to be patient while that sets. Okay, and you can definitely glue this down flat if you'd like, but we're actually going to apply some foam squares, or in my case, today we're using foam circles to apply this and adhere this to the card base. So I've gotten away with using just a total of 5 of these. I think on the last one I may have added an extra one just to make it a little more rigid. You can flip this over and just kind of give it a push. You see how sturdy that is because of all the layering. But I'm certainly going to just add one in the center there to keep that from drooping. And actually, this is what I did last time. I added an extra one here. So you see when you push down, it barely gives. So all that's left to do is remove the adhesive backing on each of these. And we'll pop that right on the front of our card and call it a day. Okay. Kind of helps to put your card out flat like that. Take a look all the way around. Make sure you're getting a nice even border. Pardon my head here for a second. Kind of need that eagle eye view. Make sure I'm getting it centered. There we have it. I'll close that up. How'd that go? That's not bad. Okay. And then this piece here is going to get glued right here. Just want to create, we want to pop this onto the front of the card and just center it so that there's a little bit of room below it and then a little bit of room, equal amount of space almost, between the bottom and the actual flower, so wherever that may be. And of course you want it centered left and right as well. I think that's about good right there. Okay, so there you have it. Very simple, very quick. A lot of these cards have been coming in under 10 minutes. So it's really all you should be spending on it. And there's no inking on this either because the white would hide any potential ink, but nevertheless, you still have great contrast because of the white and all the colors. So anyway, that's it. And just like every card that you get from us, we do include an envelope. Now, I made a separate video for the envelope because all 6 of these cards have the same envelope. So just below the product video for this one on our website, you'll find the video for the envelope, so you can check that out there. But that pretty much wraps it up for this one. Hope you enjoyed the process. If you did, head over to our YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. While you're there, hit that little bell so that you get notifications anytime we release a new product, whether it be free or paid. And if you make this or anything from our new Occasions Cards bundle, I would love to see it, and so would the rest of our community. So head over to your Facebook, do a search for Dreaming Tree Group, or you can type in this little handy URL that you see at the bottom of your screen. So anyway, cool cards. I'm on my 5th one now, I think, and they're going together real quick, but they're very beautiful. So I'm having fun. I hope you are too, and as always, I look forward to crafting with you again.